Hi guys, welcome to Diary of a New Dad. And today I want to talk about something that might seem a bit controversial. So throughout the pregnancy journey and everything that goes along with it, there's a lot of things that, the mother can do. Obviously she's carrying the baby for starters, but there's a big emphasis on how is she doing everything, which is completely understandable and valid. You've got to be checking in on people, how they are. Obviously they're going through a big change with their body and everything, and obviously you get the baby shower, which is all about the mother, and it's really good. But the one thing I've noticed is there's not anything out there for the dads. Partly the reason for starting this channel, because there is nothing out there for dads, that they can go somewhere to learn or anything like that. It's all mother based, and I feel that some circumstances, the dad can feel, is the word left out right? I don't know, but I do think there should be something that the dads can do, and obviously it's a little bit controversial, I get that, that it should rightly so be about how the mother's doing and how the baby's doing, but I've spoken to a few people about this, and the dad can feel a bit left out because all the focus is on them, Not so much in my case. I have got a good support group around me with family and friends and, colleagues from work, but in other cases I've heard that, they can feel left out, and that can trigger a massive thing with mental health, with all the attention and effort going into the mother, and again, rightly so, before you start coming at me with all that. The fuss should be made about the mother, rightly so, and the baby in the stomach, but we can't forget about the dads, because we're going through it, we're supporting the partner, when they're going through what they're going through, and their moods can change, the body can change, the eating habits can change, everything, But we need to be thinking about the dad as well and checking in on them. And like I said, I have that support group, but there are going to be dads out there that don't, and I think that we need to do something about it, Obviously there is Father's Day and Mother's Day, but that doesn't really count towards pregnancy and everything. There needs to be more stuff out there for dads. And my first video I said that this was a thing to help other people, because there was nothing there to help me. There was no book, well there probably is a book to be honest, but I'm not a reader, but there was no father classes until after baby's born. There was no, like the NHS and the hospital staff are constantly checking up on the mother, again, rightly so. But there's nothing out there for the dads, and we're in 2023 now, and I do think there needs to be something. And like I said, I know this was going to be controversial because it shouldn't be, oh, you're just the dad, you've not done anything. Well, yeah, I am just the dad, and I've done my bit, no matter how long it took or whatever. I'm still caring for the person that's carrying that baby. And just so I make this clear, that's not like an attack on anyone or saying someone's done this, done that. It's just society in general, The dad is pushed aside. Look at maternity leave. Paternity leave for men is 1 week paid. 1 week, and then back to normal. If I take 2 weeks, one of it's paid, one of it's not. And yes, we're not recovering, we're not doing anything like that, but say for example, your partner goes into a C-section and, they can't do anything for 4, 5, 6 weeks in some cases. So who's going to look after them? And if the dad has to take leave to do that, they're not getting paid. They're just doing it because of love. And they're doing it for their partner and for their baby. So why do we get penalised for doing that? And I suppose it might be a thing of people may abuse it, people that don't see or people who aren't lucky enough to see their kids, but they want to take, 6 weeks off full pay. Then, they can do that. But, there's got to be something out there that we can do, because 1 week in the first week of their life is just not long enough. I am very lucky in the job that I do. Kerry's going to give birth any time now. So I'm gonna have, you know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks at home. And because my pay's divided by 12, I'm still gonna get my normal income. And then later in the year, I can then take my paternity leave. So I get to come back and check in and have another extended break off. But that doesn't happen for everybody. You know, look at people who are self-employed. If they have a week off, who's paying that? You know, there's a real flaw in the system, and something has to be done to it because it's not fair. You know, gone are the times now where the man has to work and the woman stays at home. You know, we still need to see our baby. You know, yeah, people might say, oh, you just want a bit of time off. It's not about that at all. It's about supporting your partner and, you know, spending time with your child before they grow off into the big wide world. And yes, that won't happen for years, but it soon comes around. That's the thing with life, you just get carried away and it goes. And if you blink, you'll miss it. So I really do hope that sometime in the future that this can change, because dads need that. We need that time with baby. We need to support our partner from, they've just given birth. They are going to be in pain. They need that support. But anyway, rant over. And again, guys, like I've said, this isn't just about, having a moan and stuff. This is how I see things. And yes, in my circumstances, I am lucky because I've got friends around me that check in, you know, with what I went, well, what my family went through at the start of this year. It showed how generous people can be and how lucky I am to have them people in my life. I'm lucky that I've got that family, I've got that partner, I've got that extended family and friends around me. But unfortunately, there are people that don't. And you've seen that with, you know, the suicide rate that it is, and in men especially. And if it's so high in men, why isn't stuff being done about it? Yes, there are groups and stuff, but people don't always want to go to them. If they do, then great. But a lot of the time, it gets to a point where it's too late. So I'm going to end the video there, guys. A bit of a serious one today, but it's how I feel, you know, and hopefully something soon to fix it. I'm going to start a hashtag now, hashtag don't forget the dad, because don't. Thanks for watching, guys.